welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, today we're going to take on a subject that a lot of people in the kayaking world really don't take heed to. Now I want you to look at this over here. Has that ever happened to you? But a lot of people I know out there that I've seen kayaking that accidentally get dislodged from their kayak do not have a simple, inexpensive paddle leash. So what I'm going to do is explain to you the different types of paddle leashes, which ones work, which ones don't work, and I've tried out several. Premier Kayak probably makes the best kayak paddle leash out there. This is it right here. And if you notice, it's not coiled. And there's a reason for that, as far as my purchase went, is because a coiled unit will coil up and hit you on your arm when you're paddling. And it's very annoying. The Sherlock system, which is right here, is one of those kind that is really short, as you can see here, but it stretches out. Now the problem with this is when you're paddling, the paddle leash will rub up against your arm, and I really don't like that. The other simple thing is how it connects. Now Premier came out with a really nice paddle leash system here, and it works really good. It's just got a buckle system with two-sided Velcro, and what you want to be able to do is to feed this thing through and wrap it around your paddle shaft like that, and then lock it into place and not really have to worry about this thing moving around. The problem with the Sherlock system, they say it grabs the paddle. Well, yeah, it does until you start paddling. Then it loosens up and it starts sliding all over the place like this. And that's annoying. Plus, our coiled cabling system in here keeps retracting and hitting you in the arm. So I wouldn't recommend this Sherlock system. I don't like it. But the Premier, it comes from Premier Kayak. What I like about this is the way it connects to your paddle shaft and really locks pretty solid into place, as you can see here. Now, it's not going to move. The length is 52 inches, so it's able to reach behind on one of your clips on the aft of your kayak and hold this end secure. And they got pretty good, I mean, yeah, they're plastic clips, but I've never had a problem with them. And I like the way that they shrink wrap the knots on here to keep this thing from breaking apart. Simple, but it works. Then Premier came out with another one which works okay, but I don't like the way it connects. Now what this one does is you do it basically the same way. You have to take the long Velcro strap and kind of wrap it here like this. I mean, it still works. And then once you're done, you feed it through the buckle. And the only problem is, see, you have this little tag and it slips. So the Premier Kayak paddle leash is probably one of the best ones on the market. Really easy to work with. But one of the things you want to make sure is that it is a bungee cord type material that will stretch. If the unfortunate does happen and you have a paddle leash on your paddle, you can retrieve it. It's going to stay real close to your kayak, so when you get back on your kayak, you can retrieve your paddle, especially if you're by yourself. It really, really works well. The Sherlock system, yeah, it works. I just don't like the coil system. It rubs up against my arm. It does come with a metal carabiner clip. It really doesn't matter to me if it's a carabiner clip or a plastic clip. There's not a lot of weight on these things, but the big thing is to have one. Regardless of what style you decide on, having a paddle leash is a necessity. There is going to be a time when you are tossed out of your kayak. There is absolutely no question it's going to happen to everybody. And the last thing you want to have happen if you're out there, especially if you're by yourself, and you get flipped out of your kayak, and then you get back on the kayak and all that kind of stuff, and you're getting all set up, but your paddle is downriver. Depending on the current, it could be way downriver. So having the paddle leash will keep your paddle close to you. You've taken an unfortunate situation and made it acceptable by being able to get back into your kayak and then paddle on, because the paddle leash kept this thing close to you. So it's really a good system. There's a lot of them out there and they're not expensive. I mean, you're talking $15 for 2 of them. I mean, you can get them all over the place. It's just one of the things you want to keep in mind is how it connects, if it really secures it. And the Premier Kayak paddle leash is the one I recommend, is because of how this thing connects. It's really excellent. So we've kept this short and sweet on this particular video, because it's just about a paddle leash, but not having one, not a good thing. Inexpensive, easy to hook up, just finding the one that you like the best. I strongly recommend that you don't get a coiled type paddle leash. Now for a sup board and stuff like that, you're hanging it to your ankle, hey, that's a different ball game. But for a paddle leash, that coil is going to coil back up and it's going to interfere with your paddling techniques, and it's just going to be annoying. So hey, we'll see you on the next one. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, check. What? Hello and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, today we're gonna. My sister's in the back messing with me, and I can't get nothing done. Hello, stop it. What I'm gonna do is give you my best successes. You are so wrong right now.